Hello, folks, and welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. Here's a warning on the economy. When you look at the top-line job numbers from today's BLS report, the story looks very strong. 336,000 non-farm payrolls, way above consensus expectations. Now, on that point, here's a little presidential crowing.
This morning we learned the economy created 336,000 jobs in September alone. That means since I've taken office, we've created 13.9 million new jobs. We have the highest share of working-age Americans in the workforce in 20 years. And it's no accident. It's Bidenomics. We're growing the economy from the middle out, the bottom up, not the top down. Bidenomics is leading to surge in unionized workers, exercising their collective bargaining rights.
However, Joe, when you look under the hood, you'll find that the household survey, which produces the unemployment rate, only went up 86,000. And what's more, most importantly, full-time workers actually fell 22,000. That's right. Full-time workers actually fell 22,000. It was part-time workers that rose 151,000. That was the bulk of the increase of jobs in September, part-timers. Also, there were 123,000 more folks holding multiple jobs, no doubt because they can't make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck. These are all signs of weakness, which is undoubtedly why the stock market actually rallied today and fears of a Fed rate hike eased. Another point I want to make. The single biggest job increase category was government jobs, not specific private sector jobs. Another point to be made. Over the past year or more, the biggest gain in the employment to population ratio comes from people over 65 years old, not prime age workers. Now, I'm glad my peers are out there on the front line. Go get them. But I'd like to see the younger crowd catch up. Another issue, production workers in manufacturing are back underwater in terms of affordability and what a day's pay will buy. Over the past year, 12 months, their wages have risen 4.3%, which is fine, but their hours worked have actually dropped almost 1 percentage point. That's the slump in manufacturing. So their income over the past year is up only 3.7%, which is equal to the last reading on the CPI. This is the soft underbelly and the Achilles heel of the Biden administration. The past nearly 3 years, prices have gone up faster than wages. And that is why Mr. Biden's economics favorability rating is less than 30%, with the disapproval reaching almost 60%. And recall, during the Bidenomics era, grocery prices up nearly 20%, gasoline up 52%. That's the failure of his frenzied spending policies, his manic regulatory policies, and his war against fossil fuels. Meanwhile, home buying affordability, a.k.a. America's dream, well, that's falling further and further off the table and out of sight. 30-year mortgage rates now just short of 8%. They were near 2% 3 years ago. Housing starts, negative. Existing and new home sales, negative. But prices keep rising because hundreds of different regulatory barriers. Even with a positive number for August factory orders, the reality is year over year, the past 12 months, orders are flat, backlogs are negative. The economy is showing some resilience. This is ironic. Stay with me on this. The economy is showing some resilience right now because corporate profits, the mother's milk of stocks, and the lifeblood of the economy, corporate profits continue to rise, at least from the data through this spring and early summer. Now remember, on this point, Donald Trump's corporate tax cut from 35% to 21% is permanent, and low taxes equal higher profits. But of course, Joe Biden, the anti-capitalist, the proponent of big government socialism, he wants to raise taxes on all businesses and successful entrepreneurs. Now, take a listen to this malarkey.
When I was able to cut the federal debt by $1.7 trillion over that first 2 years, well, remember what we were talking about. those 50 corporations that made $40 billion weren't paying a penny in taxes. Well, guess what? We made them pay 30%, 15% in taxes, 15%. Nowhere near what they should pay. And guess what? We're able to pay for everything, and we end up with an actual surplus.
This here is pure malarkey. This is malarkey about corporate taxes, and it's malarkey squared about budget surpluses. The guy is incapable of telling the truth about the economy. By the by, FY23 will see a budget deficit of $2 trillion or more. Mr. Biden is a bottomless Pinocchio. He is incapable of telling the truth. You know what? There ought to be a law about that. And that's my riff.